Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Sunday night live stream of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where of course today we're going to be continuing on with our medieval bohemian adventures, and I am hopeful. I know we had some good and some bad last time, but hey, we're going to do another random mission in the world, and I am hoping for the best. Now, I did mention the last one I was interested in, that one quest that was in the tavern that I believe Zhishka's sister should be in. I don't quite remember it because it's been a long time since we've actually chatted with her. But if that is the case, I think that would be fun to have a conversation with her if it is a quest from her at all. I mean, who knows? It could be in someone entirely different. I could be thinking of the wrong dang tavern. But either way, I'm hoping for an interesting time because, I mean, who doesn't love a quest from a tavern goer? I don't know. Let's be honest. They could go either way if it's from someone in a tavern. They could have been drinking for too long, not give me all the details. Who knows? But still, I'm hoping for the best. And Sci-Fi, remember, put the charisma ring on once it's not stolen. Oh yeah, don't worry, I know. I got my eye on that one. Jay lately have been watching shorts on YouTube for an anime about some elf mage named Fririn. Oh yeah, that I've seen that anime. Can't remember the name of it. It was good. I don't understand why everyone's like super crazy over it, but it was a good anime. Yeah, a lot of memes from that anime. See them all the freaking time. Jeez. And Galda's a truly humble knight, needn't call himself one. I know, right? That guy from last time? Okay, so we are here pretty much, just down the road from where we left off in the last episode. My character has done nothing else because I really didn't have anything else to do. So, let's head on to this tavern and, have at it. Actually, is this... That wreath normally means that they have a bed we can purchase. Oh, have I never gone into... You know what? If this is the tavern that Zhishka's sister was at, I did avoid it for a while to not spark the quest, which means I never went in here to buy another room. Huh. Well, I'm going to check that out first. Innkeeper? Innkeeper? Boy, really smoky down here. Hello? Innkeeper Yarka.
Lord be with you.
And with you. Oh my god, we can.
I need to eat and sleep here.
We'd be honored, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And for how long?
Forever.
I'll be staying longer.
I'll give you my best room, sir. Will you pay up front?
Of course. Wow, only 120. It's not going to be a very good room, is it? All right, I'll take it.
All right then. I'll pay right now. Here's your groschen.
I mean, I don't remember entirely, but I think
Agreed, then.
our
The
usual
room's
room
yours. Your bed's
is like
ready,
250 was
and there's
250.
some food in the pot.
Oh, well, thank you. So where can I find it?
Where can I find my room?
Easy. You just go upstairs, and immediately on the left,
Why,
you'll see the door
thank you,
with the
Yarka.
green wreath hanging above it.
I appreciate that, Yarka. But I mean, it's not, I don't think it's going to be as good as our other inn's room, but still, another bed. Just in case. And madam, you are in the way. Oh, Catherine. Oh, it is. Oh my god, and she's the quest giver. Oh.
Why the hell
I'm so excited now. I'm so excited now. But first room. Ah. Oh, it's a shared room. The balls. Oh, man. I mean, at least this is my bed over here. Oh, wait, is it? This is Rob. I mean, it's at least a nice view of the square and all, but... Yep, that's my chest. I don't like that there's another bed here. Yeah, definitely not as nice as our other place, but oh well, at least we do have another room in town just in case. Alright. Well, let's see what Catherine has. Thank God we actually saw her. And she is the quest giver. I'm so excited about that. We haven't talked to her in ages. And Jay, on an interesting note, what spell do you want to have in real life? You'd like to have a spell cleaning clothes, something that could save time. Like that would be nice. I'd want teleport. Easy. Teleport. No question. Wouldn't have to pay for travel anymore. Plus, I could do all sorts of crazy things for money. Alright, where'd Catherine go? Downstairs!
I went to confession yesterday.
Yeah, I'm mad that it's a shared room, but oh well. Pardon me, madam?
Christ. Pardon me.
I think I just jumped on top of her head. Hey, Catherine! You wanted some help?
You said you needed some help with something.
Oh, hi, madam.
What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess.
Oh, no.
And I need help from someone reliable.
Oh, I don't know if it should be me
When
then.
I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide.
Oh.
And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
Oh, no.
I think she was killed because of you.
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
Well, clearly, I'm going to help her.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up. Tossed somewhere by the town wall.
Ugh.
Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter.
Horrifying.
They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight.
Oh, I'm sure
You
it
can
won't
ask the
be.
gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
And yes, when did you see her last?
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance.
Fair,
Though I'm
fair.
afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
Well, yeah. Yeah, definitely not. See, yeah, what was she looking into? Definitely.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things.
Okay, you're
So
typical.
you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
Oh, I don't like doing that. Yeah, but what about your other girls?
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
That is very true. I mean, come on, who the hell else is she going to ask? Her brother? He's busy with bandit things. But, yeah, what you going to do?
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away.
That's very
And
true.
I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out.
True.
In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Will do. I mean, I might as well ask.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body.
Will do.
In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
All right. Well, the fifth commandment. All right, let's go see what we got to do map-wise here. So we have to find out about a murder and possibly, you know, cause our own later. Who knows? All right, so they're both over here, over by the other gate, it looks like. I contact the gravedigger and examine the body personally. Okay, well, across town then. Over to our much better inn. Yeah, you know, when she said the price of that 120, I should have known it wasn't going to be a great room. I can't remember what our room over here was. I actually think, I know I said around 250, I thought earlier, but I actually think it might have been more. I don't know, though. Long time since we bought that place. Been a wonderful little place for us to stay. And, in fact, the second nicest room we have. The first nicest is in that one castle. Alright, so where do I gotta go from here? Yeah, over here. And... oh, hey, buddy. Forgot I left you there. Alright, well, let's go down here. And Goddess, I don't remember which is the fifth. Oh, God, yeah, I don't remember either. Alright, where are we going in here?
Excuse me.
I clearly probably gotta go. Oh, wait, never mind. Other side. Other side. No use jumping over that fence. I don't think it had an out. In sci-fi, if you're going to examine the body, can you wear one of those bird-faced Dr. Plague mask things? Too early in time for that, I believe. Maybe. I think. Maybe. Also, I don't think it was really much of a here thing. Huh. I'm in. Well, hello, madam.
So, let's see what we have here.
Oh boy, am I gonna have to censor something for YouTube?
God, someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly.
Oh.
And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood.
Oh, hold on though. I have another theory, but we'll get to it in a moment.
Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place I found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue's still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he?
Would send a message.
These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards?
Okay, never mind. I had my own idea that maybe she was pregnant and the person was trying to cut out the baby to decide evidence. But with what he just said, dear Lord, why would you go that far with that? Sci-fi and E-Weasel calling vampire, Galdus calling chupacabra. Oh, next.
Did he really keep all the pieces?
Ew.
Nobody could be that sick, could they?
I mean, they could. There's a lot of really weird people out there.
Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. Don't even know what colour it was.
Huh. Yeah, it's messed up.
Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy?
Yeah, it's possible.
Just some scratches and bruises, that's all.
In Kottabos, there's a particularly nasty creature in Celtic legend that changes shape and drains all blood from its victims. Is there? I actually didn't know that. We're in Bohemia, so, you know, wrong part of the world, but, you know, hey, neat. I'll have to look that up later.
The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary.
Yeah, no, I don't believe, yeah, this is something else.
And Mary said,
He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see.
according to thy word,
To send a message, maybe?
and the word
Or a warning?
flesh, and dwelt among us.
Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine.
Forth we beseech thee, O Lord, thy
Oh,
grace
sorry,
into our
sorry,
hearts,
Father Prokop.
to whom the incarnation
All right, and out of the gravedigger dude. Yo!
Good day. What would you like?
Also, Eweasel Hans the Ripper.
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right.
Huh?
They call me František.
Hi,
At least
František.
them that can speak do.
Well, I'm Henry.
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her?
Oh, God, no.
Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, you know what? We should be able to pass that. 21?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who was responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Success?
At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumia ain't
Others?
shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Oh.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumia said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time
A
ago.
long time ago, eh? Yes, how many?
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Damn. That's a lot of dead folk.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the hole in the wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's
Well,
this
we know that
Lumiere
place.
got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle. Though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk.
Ah, got
But
it.
Lumia, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Oh, no. All right, well, thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, Wait a mo.
Oh?
Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid.
Oh?
I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Oh,
Thanks
might have
again,
been the lady
Master
there.
Grave Digger.
Farewell, my friend.
There was the lady there. Yep, she's there still. Hello, madam. So, I was told you knew the victim.
Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
Oh, that guy. And Galenus, seriously though, the wounds make me think this is a personal killing. She sinned hard and offended someone who was counting on her to behave. You know, I would think so as well if it wasn't for the one person a month for the past, or one person a week for the past year. That becomes a lot less personal and more like something else. But how'd she get along with our wine-selling master? If it is indeed the same guy.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
Oh, not our guy.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened.
Oh, okay.
He hadn't been home in several weeks.
Fair enough.
And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Oh boy, that's going to be a problem if he's going to be drunk. But yes, did she have any suitors?
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely.
Uh-oh.
But she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
Uh-oh.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day, she just didn't come home. And then, they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that?
Yeah, it's pretty twisted.
And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
All right. Dog shush. We... Alley-oop. I could have found the entrance, but that was more fun. We need to go talk to this Lumiere guy. Oh, sweet. Right around the corner. And then also the crime scene over here. Yeah. Lumiere first. Of course, she has to be on the other side of these buildings. Ugh. You weasel rogue wig makers. 1996, maybe it's Capon. Nah, Capon wouldn't have the stomach for that. Oh, God. Are you Lumiere? Oh, hey. Hey, Lumiere.
Lumir?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
No,
I need
go
to
louder.
ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up.
Oh, hey, one of my marigold decoctions. Yeah, sure. Why not? Not all of them. How dare you?
Here. Drink up. Better?
What? Who? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way.
Yeah.
You can't solve this yourself.
Oh, I will. I will. And sci-fi, if he's that hungover, you could threaten him with a tambourine. Yeah, no, that'd work. That would work. But yes, we have to prevent more killings.
I'm not doing it for myself. I'm afraid he might kill one of my friends.
A friend, eh? That's not good. Not good at all.
No.
I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Ooh, oh boy, those are... I think I could pass that one.
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is
Have
that
we?
so?
Did
A
we?
murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
If only more
Sometimes.
people knew the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims.
Interesting.
What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Damn you,
Did you
Storm.
notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated.
Right, I thought
If it's
it
not all
would be
the
more.
same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Dena.
Wait, but the Gravedigger said once a week. Did I mishear him? Did we all mishear him? Because you guys were even counting the numbers in chat over there. Did we all hear that wrong? I don't know. Also, when did we solve a murder? I mean, I'm sure we have. We've done a lot of weird things in both the first and this game. But, yeah, why the missing girls?
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Okay, so James saying he did say one every few weeks. All right, so we just misheard. Thank you. I was about to say, it's like, wait, we're getting some conflicting things. Was it the Gravedigger, perhaps? I don't know. But, details. Oh, okay, yeah.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. A murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
Okay.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
We are coming
You
back
said
to the
her
hole in the
body
wall
was
again.
Never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Yeah, God, I
Did
know,
you
right?
suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this mole in the hole.
Yeah, he still runs the place.
Okay, and about Zdena? Zdena? Is that how you say that?
And what about that Zdena?
Zdena.
Said
Thank
her
you,
body
Henry.
was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket.
A
I never
girl
could
after me
pin
own
it on
heart.
her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only
Now
been
here
in
comes the
town for
rain
a
again.
short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
Oh,
In the
goddamn.
graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief.
Oh,
It's sad
okay.
to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
It's a jade time for the talkie outfit. Not if we're going to the hole in the wall. We stay in the armor. Because I have a feeling there will be a fight. But hey, yeah, why'd you start looking into it, Lumiere?
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it.
Yeah.
There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them
Too true.
came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until... recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Oh, I was hoping I could try and convince him.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, that would be difficult.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. And I believe they were all murdered by the same killer.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. The most recent ones. By now, we won't learn anything about the first 2. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by Father Prokop from the Church of St. Peter and Paul. He should know the most about her. The next were Stanya and Zdena. Their bodies weren't found, but we assume they also became victims of the same murderer. They both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. Stanya was an alehouse maid, and Zdena a pickpocket. And the last victim is Alice now, also a maid. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Well, thank you.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
I hope I don't disappoint too. But we'll see, we'll see. So, okay, so we got more things. To the map. Alright, so we can go talk to Father Prokop. And of course, we still have investigate the... That's gone. Try and find what happened in Stanya and learn more about Zdena. Oh, I kind of wanted to go to the scene over here. I'm a little disappointed that disappeared. Oh, well, let's go talk to Father Prokop. Oh, God, which means back over here.
Stallion.
Back and forth, back and forth. Alright. And once more. Over the hill. I missed it this time. How? Come on. What the? I did like first go last time. Alright, fine. I'll go around. Jeez. Or not. Yeah, what? How did it work the first time and now how am I failing? Fine. Through the door. Jeez. Father Prokop, we need to talk.
Now go in peace. Amen.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, townsfolk. Father Prokop, I know you're probably doing a confessional right now, but...
What brings you here?
Well... Can he also send us on a pilgrimage? Funny. So, about the killings.
Father, I need to ask you a few questions.
I don't have time for theological discussions, my son.
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And I hear it's not the first time this has happened.
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Alright, well, first off, Eweasel bets on Henry having to forge a copy of the murder weapon. Oh, if that is that. Please no. Please no. So...
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side, and revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you?
Yeah, so you can tell me about her.
What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka. She wasn't an ordinary girl. She served the von Grod family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife died, I took care of her.
Okay. And you raised her then?
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side.
Yeah.
But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
A fair point. So...
No offense, but how did you know what to do? Without a wife, without a family? I would have been lost.
I was a bit, when she was smaller, it was fine, but when she grew up a bit, maybe I was too hard on her.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
Okay. And yes, why do you think you're hard on her?
Why do you think you were too hard on her?
Yarka was an orphan, with no family and no possessions. Her only chance of a good life was a good upbringing. And then, a husband. But the more I led her in that direction, the more she resisted me.
Ah, got it.
How did she rebel against you?
She wouldn't listen. She ran away. She ran around with all sorts. And how did it turn out? She died. And in sin. Such a disgrace.
Disgrace? What the devil are you talking about?
She was pregnant! Even if she had lived, what then? Nobody would want to marry her anymore.
Okay. So I'm coming back to my original theory. I said it before that maybe she was pregnant and the person was trying to hide it. So what if someone of reputation was going after these ladies for, his entertainment, finding out they got pregnant, and then, taking them out? I think that's where this is going. But first, more questions.
You're well off, though. Couldn't you provide for her?
I couldn't. Even if she had been my very own. More so, since she was my brother's.
But how come?
The church's property always remains the church's. They keep a close eye on that.
Also, I'm surprised we didn't have more options to come from that she was pregnant part. And what? When did he ever mention he didn't like Lumiere? All right, first here.
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music. I'm sure he got her with child.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And no others?
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, I'm going to ask, even though we never mentioned Lumiere once, which is really strange, but okay.
Why don't you respect Lumiere?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about
Except
that.
I do.
I won't tell you anything.
Okay, yeah, the book one.
Come now. Father, I'm not just asking out of curiosity. This is about all the dead girls. Isn't it written in scripture? Speak up for those who have no voice.
Nice one, Henry.
A layman quotes the Bible to me.
Yep.
Fine. Lumia accused me of her murder.
Oh.
Yes. He slandered me in public.
And how... What happened then?
It turned out he was deranged. How could he even think such a thing? He's finished in Kuttenberg.
Ah, so that's
I've heard
why.
enough,
Okay.
Father. I'll be going.
So
Son,
that's why he got kicked out of there.
I'll give you some good advice. Don't listen to Lumia. That man has gone completely mad.
Okay. Okay. Well, we learned a lot. Jump. Made it that time. Jeez. All right, so now we need to go down to the hole in the wall. Okay. On the plus side, even though we did lose some rep while talking to the priest, we did gain it back, which is nice. So all in all, it was a wash in that regard. We got a lot of good info. Yeah, I'm back. I'm definitely back to thinking that someone got these ladies pregnant, and that's why they ended up killing them. And Sci-Fi Lumiere did it to extend his contract. Well, look how that turned out. He got fired. Nah, Lumiere didn't do it. He just, I think, got desperate, started, yelling wherever he could, pissed off the priest, and that got him fired by the bailiff. And now he's a drunk because he failed. He failed to figure out what happened to those poor women. That's my theory, at least, of how it all went down. But, alright. You know, I also just realized, isn't there like a fast travel point over by that tavern? Well, I'm already run like halfway there, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a fast travel point over there. Huh. Well, that's on me. Alright. Galatus, good cardio. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright, well, let's also double check our quest here. Alright, so yeah, it's still just a 2 over there at the hole in the wall. Alright. And you know, we have a reputation here. People know us. So I'm hoping that helps us.
If you're gonna yell at each other, do it somewhere. Blessings to you.
Okay, don't bother with all that. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a bed here. Hello, skeleton.
Are you going to do laundry today?
Hi, Mole.
Greetings. What do you need?
Well, Stanya.
Did a Stanya work here?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
My name's Henry.
Names don't interest me. The main thing is whether it's a good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest are you?
I bought a bed here. I'm gonna go with a good guest.
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how to recognize a good guest?
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So,
I bought a bed here.
What'll it be, my good man?
How many
What if I
groschen?
simply paid you and you tell me what I want to know?
Ask away.
Works for
I
me.
want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
Well, I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked.
Ransacked?
The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Oh.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
Yeah, didn't you, Henry? I figured we'd have to pay for every question.
I prefer to be called an enterprising man of trade. So, what'll it be?
I have 105,000 groschen. I think we're fine. Oh, only 104 now. Oh, damn. Yeah, we could easily pass... Yeah, That's Pam.
I'm getting tired of this. I'll give you the money up front, and that's all you'll get. Whether I'm a good guest or bad. Got it? Now you're gonna spill it. Got it?
All right, all right.
Okay, so, anyone see?
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour. And you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away.
Ha.
She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
Charcoal burner. Huh.
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the miners' tavern in the evenings. But sometimes he shows up here, too.
You think he might have been the one who...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while and only came back not long ago. It could be him, all right. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what, like bloody spies. Besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them. And like they say, opportunity makes the thief.
Or in this case, a murderer.
So that'd be a charcoal burner.
Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean, more intimately.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had 2 close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared. And she died.
Oh, no.
And the other one got married and moved away.
Well, the room.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Weird.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner.
Fair.
So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Lots of people.
Ah, boy. Okay. Okay. How much wider has our net gotten now? I mean, it's the second time we've heard that William fella's name. Down there, eh? Well, let's go talk to the other person here first and foremost.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's back in, like, the fighting pit area. Oh, wait. No, never mind. He's here. Strunad. Oh, I'm never going to say that right. So.
Are you Sternad? The one that went with Zdenna?
Who the fuck are you?
Just an ordinary bloke who has some questions.
Well then, piss off. You won't get any answers here.
Oh,
All
I
you're
will.
gonna get here is a kick in the teeth.
And you'll get an arrow in the neck. 21 will be hard. I mean, we'll try.
Why so rash? That kind of attitude will do you no favors. Let's make a deal. You tell me everything you know about Zdenna, and I'll make sure you're no worse for wear.
Ah. You're the lord what that whore robbed. Don't worry about it. She weren't nothing but a lying bitch.
So, if I understand correctly, we can make a deal?
For the right price, I'll tell you all I know.
Yep, I kind of figured it was going to be money with him, too. Wow, only 30 groschen. Man, you people really get info for a steal around here.
Is this the right price?
You fucking bet it is. Ask away and I'll tell you everything.
An e-weasel cheap, I know, right?
Where can I find Zdenna?
Aye. That's what I like to fucking know too. Last time I saw her, well, that'd be back when she managed to fleece you.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to find her.
I can well imagine. Well, she went to Ravstein Mill. It's quite a long ways away. She had some unfinished business with some bloke called Pint. Ain't nobody seen her since then.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
What do you want to hear? I try to keep her out of trouble, but there's just no helping some women.
Okay.
So you were taking care of her?
Well, just in front of the others. Other than that, she did what she wanted. Always made her mind up and did things her own way.
So you weren't too fond of her?
Not really, no. But she did have a knack for making coin.
Did she have any friends or lovers who'd know more? Did anybody come here to see her?
Who come to see that bitch? She was always off somewhere, seeing someone. Although, once...
Once?
Someone came to see her?
Well, aye. Some stuffed frog came here once. All old and decrepit.
Ooh.
He said he had some job for her. That she should leave behind her sinful life and all that shit. But he left empty-handed. She told him to go to hell.
Do you know who that priest was?
Some fucking Prokop or Pravoslav or some such shit. But that reminds me. I saw her a couple of times with another bastard. That fucking bard, William.
That's now the third time we've gotten that name, and the first where someone has brought up the Father Prokop. Huh.
And could she have run away with this bard, William?
With that lily-livered fop? Well,
Yeah.
he ain't been seen in town for some time, but I think someone was out to get him. He still don't come here no more. He plucks that loot of his in the miners' tavern. The wee shit.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much. Seems they knew each other from before, and he had some job for her somewhere, serving as a maid or something. But she weren't stupid. She told him to fuck right off.
And did he go?
Aye, indeed. He didn't look like the kind of fella that would knock some sense into a woman. I think he just told her if she changed her mind to come and see him, or some shit like that.
And could she have changed her mind and gone to him? And that's why nobody's seen her?
No, no. She took off. I'm sure about that.
I've heard enough.
All right, thank you. All right. So we finally did, well, again, hear about William, and finally got the ability to question him at the miners. Oh, yeah, that one over there. But we'll do that next time. We're just shy of the hour mark, and oh god, we got another thing over here. Hold on a moment. Oh yeah, they were talking about the miller that she knew. Oh, okay. I kind of want to go there first because I have a feeling that might be like with the maybe like with the check the murder scene thing over here, that it might disappear if we do one or the other. And Jade, no, I don't think back to Prokop. You know, he came over there, said his piece, left. I don't suspect him. I'm leaning towards the William guy right now. I'm definitely leaning towards the William fella. But who knows? Who knows? We might get word, get some more evidence of, that he could be Prokop. Who knows? But for now, that's going to be all for today. So hopefully you all have enjoyed this one, and you do come back for the next, where we will hopefully solve this murderous mystery and then move on to something whatever else. But until then, thank you for watching, and as always, we'll have a good one.